Starting in the 12th and final row, driving car number 3 is the sponsor wanted Chevrolet for James Kiley of Norwich. Going scratch on the field, it's car number 57 for Scott Gregory of Westbrook. That car is sponsored by Connecticut Machine and Marine, as well as Andy's Family Restaurant and the Killingworth Country Store. First alternate for the feature events, car number 10 for Ronnie Slacker Chester, CP Messier Roofing and Siding, Hillside Industries, sponsored number 10. Second alternate for the feature events, car number 42 for George Dorothy of Old Saybrook. Field continues to hold under caution, but Tony Leckie says we're going to change that in just one lap. He issues the quench green flag to row number 1, Jimmy Gookins and Steve Sembrook. Larry Goss in the 6-pack and the 07X of Cole Prevost. Those two drivers running a row number 2. Once again, lights extinguished atop the safety vehicle. We'll look for the start this next time by. Tommy Fox looking for win number 6 tonight with car number 47. He's the current point leader. Fox starting way back as he was forced to qualify via the consolation round tonight's racing program, as Jimmy Gookins sitting up on the pole with car number 9 Connecticut. The 26 is Steven Sembrook right alongside, tightly bunched pack of late models out of turn number 4. Sembrook battles with Jimmy Gookins into turn number 1. Gookins working down low, Sembrook up high with car number 26 as Jimmy Gookins looks to take over control. CJ Fry in trouble down the backstretch. Fry able to gather it back in as Steve Sembrook looks to challenge for the lead out of turn number 4. So Steve Sembrook looks to take over control of this one in turn number 1. Jimmy Gookins running back in the runner-up spot with car number 9. And Steven Sembrook worked the way out of turn number 4. Sembrook with the bite through the turns. Gookins looks to settle back down into the runner-up position. Word has it, Phil Rondo down one lap. So Rondo may not have quite enough time to make it to the front, pick up win number 2, as Rondo did go one lap down with that flat tire in turn number 4. Well, Steve Sembrook looks to pull out ahead of the 9 of Jimmy Gookins. Cole Prevost running in that 3rd spot. Battle out in the speedways for the 4th position as Matt Superi with the 07. He battles with the 7X of Mark Atkinson. 3 wide on the front stretch into turn number 1. Big Mike Danknall battling with the 33 of Jerry Young. Theo plays a little bumper tank at turn number 2. All the cars stay pointed in the right direction. Out of turn number 4, Steve Sembrook continues as your leader. Kevin Davis going around turn number 4 with a little help from Larry Goss in the 6-pack. Davis able to keep the car pointed in the right direction as we continue to run under green. 4 laps shown as complete on the Busch Racing Series scoreboard. Out of turn number 4, Steve Sembrook continues to lead, but now it's a 07 of Cole Prevost and the 07 of Matt Superi, working 2 and 3 at the present time. Mark Atkinson looks to make his way past Jimmy Gookins in the 9 Connecticut, then CJ Fry, Russ LaJoy, and Jerry Young. To settle down quite nicely in this feature event for the full body late model division. Little change from the strictly stock division. We don't want to jinx it quite yet with 7 laps scored as complete. Steve Sembrook continues to pull away. Cole Prevost in the 07X running second. Teammate Matt Superi looks to pull up alongside to challenge for that runner-up position. Prevost working down low. Superi up high with the 07. Side by side, they work their way through the turns. It's a 07 of Superi coming out on top. The 07X. So Cole Prevost now being challenged by the 6X of CJ Fry. Danny Field off the pace on the front stretch. He looks to pull that car down out of harm's way, but caution looks to come out on the speedway as Field unable to get car number. Field off, we're back underway in this feature event for the full body late model division. 9 down, 41 remaining. Steve Sembrook continues as your leader. Sembrook being hunted down by the 6X of CJ Fry and the 07 of Matt Superi. Side by side, those red cars hunt down that black number 26. Sembrook had his big lead, all but vanished prior to that last caution period. CJ Fry now up to challenge. He pulls down low right alongside the 26 of Steve Sembrook. CJ Fry looking for his first win in many years. The late model division past track champion. CJ Fry winless thus far in 1991 with the 6X. He looks to take over control of this one. Steve Sembrook back to the runner-up spot with the 26. There's Matt Superi in the 07 and the 07X of Cole Prevost. Field begins to settle down just a bit. The middle of the pack works side by side. The field looks to slip off the second turn, 3 wide. Down the back stretch into turn number 3, Tommy Fox. Working the middle of the pack, making a silent charge up to the front. He's working alongside the 39 and John Brower Jr. They're looking to get up in the top 10 at the present time as Mark Atkinson holding them back just a bit. Atkinson now being challenged by the 3 Connecticut of Tommy Gaudreau as CJ Fry looks to lead the field down and click off lap number 14. Tightly bunched pack of cars working their way down the front stretch into turn number 1. 6 cars all looking for that one position. John Brower Jr. leading the 3 of Tommy Gaudreau, the 6 of Steiner, the 19 of Rondo, the 47 of Fox, and the 7X of Mark Atkinson. Big Mike Danknall smokes the tires out of turn number 4. Loose all the way up the front stretch, gathers it back in turn number 1. Danknall able to hold on to his position with car number 76. John Brower Jr. also looking to make his challenge up to the front with car number 39. He's loose through the turns. He smokes the tires, able to hold on to his position with car number 39. As CJ Fry with about a 2-car length advantage over the 26 of Steve Sembrook. Sembrook able to stay right with the leader at the present time with the 26. Field begins to settle down quite nicely. 17 laps now being scored as complete according to the Busch Racing Series scoreboard. CJ Fry looks to add to his lead just a bit down the back stretch into turn number 3. Sembrook being challenged by the 07 of Matt Superi and the 33 of Jerry Young. Young looks to Larry Cody going around on the front stretch with car number 80. Out of turn number 4, CJ Fry lets it all hang out as Fry looks to make his way past the 26 of Sembrook. Now looks to send the field off. CJ Fry did right where he left off the last time by with the 6X. Matt Superi now looks to be challenging for that runner-up spot. He pulls up alongside the 26 of Steve Sembrook. They work side by side. Turn number 3, CJ Fry looks to lead the pack out of turn number 4. Matt Superi looking to take over control of the runner-up spot. Sembrook able to battle back up high with car number 26. It's Jerry Young and Big Mike Danknall. Randy Kolek off the speedway on the front stretch with car number 29. CJ Fry continues to lead Matt Superi. Jerry Young now looks to challenge for the 3rd spot. He pulls down low, looks to challenge Steve Sembrook, car number 26. As Matt Superi looked to be challenging CJ Fry out of turn number 2. Fry able to power back down the front stretch once again. Superi able to pull up alongside through the turns. Jerry Young now looks to move up to the runner 3rd position with car number 33. Sembrook settling back down to the 4th spot. Now he's being challenged by Big Mike Danknall. Danknall looks to break into the top 5 with the 76. Out of turn number 4, continues to be Fry, Superi, Jerry Young, Danknall, Sembrook, Brower, and LaJoy. Then it looks to be the 6 of Steiner, the 47 of Fox, and the 57X of Mike Cedio. As CJ Fry continues to lead this feature event, 22 laps scored on the Busch Racing Series scoreboard. That amount just to be clicked off to 23 laps scored is complete. As once again, Matt Superi looking to challenge through the turns. Fry going high in turn number 1. Superi able to work down low with the 07. You see it happening once again in turn number 3. Side by side out of 4, but Fry able to close the door at the start-finish line. Fry working a little higher groove. Superi working a little lower groove through the turns. Fry taking that long route through the turns and that allowing the 07 of Superi to close in. Jerry Young continues to work in that 3rd position with the 33. Then it's Big Mike Danknall, the 76. Steve Sembrook running in the 5th spot. John Brower Jr. running 6th, halfway marker. Already being displayed to the fields. 25 down, 25 to go. Once again, Superi in turn number 4 able to close right in alongside the 6X of CJ Fry. Field beginning to settle down quite nicely. Top four running through the turns. John Brower Jr. now looking to challenge for that 5th position. Pulls the Chevrolet Lumina alongside the Malibu of Steve Sembrook as John Brower Jr. looks to take over that spot. Sembrook now back to 6th. Tommy Fox working with the 19 of Phil Rondo. There's Russell Joy and Little John Steiner. Fox, the man on the move with the 47. Fox just made his way past Steve Sembrook. Fox now closing in on the 39 of John Brower Jr. Once again, Tommy Fox, the current point leader, forced to qualify via the consolation round. Picked up the win in the consolation race, worked his way past many of the competitors as he now runs 6th on the speedway with car number 47. John Brower Jr. right in front of car number 39. Gookins in trouble down the backstretch. Looks to keep that car pointing in the right direction as we continue to run under green. 30 laps now being scored as complete on the scoreboard. 20 laps remaining in this extra distance feature event sponsored by the fine folks out at Snap-on Tools. Tommy Fox continues to battle with John Brower Jr. They're working side by side through the turns. Fox now low, Brower up high with the 39. Phil Rondo looks to make it a 3-car battle for that position. Lap flag going out to the 9 of Jimmy Gookins. CJ Fry and Matt Sapiri continue to work through the turns. Jerry Young continues to hold on to the 3rd spot, and it's Big Mike Danknall running 4th. Battle on the speedways for the 5th position as Tommy Fox battles with the 39 of John Brower Jr. Phil Rondo right there with the front-running cars. He is 1 lap down to the rest of the field. That's Steve Sembrook, Little John Steiner, Russell Joy, and Mike Cedio. Well, now the cars spread all the way around the 1/3 mile oval. The faster cars closing in on some of the slower cars. Jimmy Gookins now down 1 lap to the rest of the field with the 9 Connecticut. As CJ Fry and Matt Sapiri work their way through the turns. Battle continues to be between Tommy Fox and John Brower Jr. for that 5th position. Fox working down low, Brower up high. Brower has the advantage down the backstretch as he looks to race his way into turn number 3. Tommy Fox working down low, so Brower working the high groove, holding on to his advantage over the 47 of Tommy Fox. Scott Gregory now down 1 lap to the rest of the field as CJ Fry and Matt Sapiri work their way through the turns. James Kiley doing the same with car number 3. Lap number 36 now clicked off to lap number 37. 50 laps, the magic distance in this feature event for the full body late model division. Next event out will be the 35 lap feature event for the open wheel modified division, also sponsored by the fine folks out at Snap-on Tools. Battle shaping up for the lead. Matt Sapiri able to take over control at the start finish line. Sapiri able to blast past the 6X of CJ Fry. So Matt Sapiri, your brand new leader with car number 07. CJ Fry running in that 2nd spot with car number 6X. Jerry Young, Big Mike Danknall, Tommy Fox, John Brower Jr., Phil Rondo, all working up at the top positions at the present time. Matt Sapiri now looking to pull away from the 6X of CJ Fry. Lap number 39 about to become lap number 40. 10 laps remaining in this feature event as Matt Sapiri looking for his first ever feature victory. CJ Fry dropping off the pace just a bit. Jerry Young looks to challenge. Tommy Fox also right there with car number 47. Jerry Young looks to make it 3 wide through the turns. Matt Sapiri, Jerry Young now running 2nd. Tommy Fox running 3rd. Big Mike Danknall running 4th. In the 5th spots, car number 39 for John Brower Jr., the 19 of Rondo. 1 lap down, the 6X of CJ Fry. The next car on the lead lap, then is Steve Sembrook and Little John Steiner. Out of turn number 4, Matt Sapiri looking for his first ever late model feature victory. But the 47 of Tommy Fox, 5 feature wins to his credit in 1991. He looks to be running in the runner-up position. Laps becoming increasingly more important. We've got a car going around through the turns. Caution back out on the speedway. Doesn't. Sixth vehicle looks to move off the speedway on the backstretch. Matt Superior looking for his first ever late model win. Tommy Fox looking to make it win number 6 and add to his point lead out of turn number 4. Matt Superior with the bite with the 07. Foxy able to battle back, but it's Matt Superior through the turns. Superior looks to continue as your leader. Fox running in that runner-up spot with car number 47. Jerry Young running in the third spot with car number 33. Big Mike Dackdahl battling with the 76. He's got the 39 of John Brower Jr. right alongside Phil Rondo. One lap down to the leaders. Running in that 5th position, battling for that 5th spot is Tommy Fox. Now looks to take over the lead out of turn number 4. Superior caught up high. Tommy Fox able to battle down low as CJ Fry. The early race leader looks to pull the 6X down to the infield. Jerry Young looks to make the move past Matt Superior. Jerry Young in trouble with car number 33. He pulls out a line. Caution out on the speedway.
Looking to challenge for supremacy. Tough break for car number 28. Russell LaJoy running into problems with but 5 laps to go. Evidently the power plant has gone sour in that automobile as he brings it down off the banking and heads to the infield.
Car number 47 for Tommy Fox. Holding off the 07 of Matt Superior. Phil Rondo looking to make it 3 wide down the backstretch. He was challenging the 39 of John Brower Jr. and the 76 of Big Mike Dackdahl. 46 laps scored as complete. Phil Rondo running third on the speedway, 1 lap down to the leaders. John Brower Jr. running in the 3rd spot. Dackdahl running 4th, and it's Steve Sembrook, Little John Steiner, and Mike Cedio. Two to go marker due out this time by lap number 48. Will be showing on the Busch Racing Series scoreboard. Tommy Fox looks to pick up the 2 to go marker from Tony Leckie. Phil Rondo looking to work his way past the 07 of Matt Superior. Superior putting on one of his best performances thus far. Couple cars in trouble on the backstretch. Scott Gregory and Pat Riley slip off the speedway. They look to come back out. White flag being displayed to the field. The caution coming out on the speedway. We have to guess that there's fluid on the backstretch. On green-white checker to the finish. Tommy Fox, the first out of turn number 4. Matt Superior working up high with car number 07. Phil Rondo able to work down low with the 19. Those 2 cars work side by side. Superior continues to hold on to the runner-up position on the speedway, though. White flag out. Final time around the 1/3 mile over. We've got a couple cars walloping the Armco barrier. John Brower Jr. and Big Mike Dackdahl. Hard shot on the front stretch. Red flag coming out on the speedway as the handsy track crew over to check on the condition of Big Mike Dackdahl. As you can see, heavy front end damage on Dackdahl 76. Set to go back to green. CJ Fry back out with the 6X. He's going to have to hustle as the field just about set to go back to green. Tommy Fox and Matt Superior work the way out of turn number 4. Fox with the advantage. Side by side, the field works their way through the turns. Fox, Rondo running second on the speedway. That's the 26 of Steve Sembrook. White flag out. Final time around the 1/3 mile oval. Jimmy Gook is in trouble. Tire coming off the 9 Connecticut. So caution looks to come back out on the speedway. He is going to have to hustle. The field just about set to take the green through the turns. Tony Leckie checks the field over. Out of turn number 4, side by side, Tommy Fox and Matt Superior. First 2 cars remain unchanged. Phil Rondo running in that 3rd position. Little John Steiner now looks to make his way past Steve Sembrook for the 3rd position. White flag out. Final time around the 1/3 mile oval. Mark Atkinson looks to make his bid for the 4th position. He looks to make his way past Steve Sembrook. Sembrook now back to the 5th position. Out of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4 now for the final time. Tommy Fox looks to pick up win number 6. Matt Sapiri in a fine run as he looks to have one of his best finishes ever. He looks to finish in the runner-up position with car number 07. Little John Steiner finishes in position number 3 with the 6. And finishing in the 4th position unofficially, it's car number 26 for Steven Sembrook. Well, current point leader Tommy Fox looks to pick up win number 6 in the Snap-on Tool mini-series. Once again, this is round number 4. Tommy Fox, the Norman Lussier winner of the mini-series in 1991, looks to pick up the win in tonight's round number 4.
Machine, Bob's Auto, MH Lion, Jack Lamb Electric, Giorgio's Restaurant, sponsored number 47, visiting Victory Lane for the 6th time this season. Car number 47. Tommy, a heck of a race, young man. These are getting better each and every Saturday night. That's win number 6. How many more times can you visit Victory Lane this year?
I think we got 7 races left, so hopefully we'll be here a lot.
Well, right now you're the current point leader. Does that change your strategy a little bit? Do you change the style of running, or do you run flat out and go for the gusto?
On the way over in the hauler, I think that I should try and cool it and trying to preserve the point lead, but then once we get out in the feature and the green comes out, the instinct is to go to the front, so I don't think it changes too much.
You had problems in your qualifying heat. You qualified through the consolation round. What happened earlier?
We got involved in an accident on the back chute. It ripped the rear end out of the car, but my crew did a real good job putting it back together. The thing was running good tonight.
Evidently, you got a pretty good bunch of guys with you.
Oh, we absolutely do. We got about 20 guys who work their heart out every week.
Well, how about it, folks? Your feature winner down in Victory Lane for the 6th time this year. Driving the Larry's Auto Machine, Bob's Auto, MH Lion, Jack Lamb, Giorgio's, and the Connecticut National Guard, sponsored number 47.